Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praise is due to Almighty God, the cherisher and sustainer of all the worlds, most gracious, most merciful, master of a day of judgment. God alone we worship, and God alone we ask for help. My friends, it's good to be back, and it's good to be here again once more to talk to you about another subject matter which I think is a very, very important matter. This has to do with the fact that a lot of people these days, unfortunately, do not believe life after death. Okay? Simple as that. Now here's what I'm going to be talking about. According to a recent Pew research that was done on the new generation, which are the millennials, if you will, they found out that majority of them are actually leaving the religion and actually going into astrology, and most of them are actually agnostics. So they're leaving religion, they're leaving God. And this is really a tragic thing that has happened in this great country that was founded on faith. The founding fathers of this great country were men of faith. So why is it that after 240 some years, our new generation are losing their faith? Now let's try to analyze that, if you will. If you all recall now, what happened in World War II, unfortunately, between 70 to 85 million people lost their lives. Why? Because of a couple of foolish dictators such as Hitler and Mussolini were trying to conquer the world. And look at the devastation that they left behind. But does that mean I should hate German people or Italian people because of what their action or what they did? No. A lot of people are skeptical about religion and God. Why? Because people on the earth pretty much have ruined the reputation of God. They have done so many damage in the name of God that people no longer believe in God. Because they say, if this is religion or if this is God, I don't want it. Let me give you another example. For instance, in the Christian community, with respect to the Catholics and the priests, as we all know, that they have discovered hundreds or thousands of priests, unfortunately, who have molested children. Okay? But does that mean I should hate Christianity? No. That's their problem. That is an issue that, they have to deal with. That doesn't mean I should lose faith because of an action of a few. Or for example, in the Muslim community, the Muslim world, those who go and blow themselves up in the name of God. What has that got to do with religion? Should I hate Islam? No. What has God got to do with it? Or for example, in the Jewish world or the Jewish community, ever since the conception of Zionism, which is a form of nationalism that came along and established Israel in 1948, whatever the case was between them and the Palestinians. But should I say I hate the Jews of what happened in the past or what they... No. So we should be able to clear things up in our mind and not to fall for the trap of evil. Because this is what evil does. It tries to portray God as violent. Their people are very violent. Look, World War II had nothing to do with religion. It had nothing to do with Islam, nothing to do with Christianity or Judaism. Okay? It had nothing to do with any of those. So those of you who say, oh, religion is the cause of war and death and destruction. No, it wasn't. Until recently, unfortunately, when 9/11 occurred. Where a false narrative was fabricated and established and attributed to the Muslims as being terrorists. Or Islam as being responsible for the action of what the Muslims do. No. In fact, the Holy Quran clearly states that everybody is responsible for their own action. We do not bear the burden of other people. Everybody is responsible for their own action.